Be prepared to be astounded and perplexed as we delve into the jaw-dropping secrets behind how Israel manages to secure its water supply, a feat so extraordinary that it has left scientists around the world absolutely terrified. Israel's holistic and centralized approach to water management. Israel's success in handling water scarcity can be credited to the country's novel approach to water management. Several decades of planning and action have allowed the country to significantly reduce its dependency on external water supplies while maintaining or even increasing its per capita water use. This implies that Israel has ensured a sufficient water supply for its rising population and industry, despite the country's dry geography and little rainfall. Challenges faced by Israel. Israel faces several challenges when it comes to water resources. 60% of the country's land is desert, and the remaining areas are arid, making it naturally water scarce. Additionally, precipitation has decreased dramatically as compared to the 1948 average, largely as a result of climate change's effects. Israel's population has increased by a factor of 10 since 1948, despite these difficulties, placing enormous strain on the country's water infrastructure. Smart water management solutions. Instead of squandering water as often happens when societies become wealthier, Israel has effectively utilized its newfound affluence to implement innovative and sustainable water management solutions. Drilling for groundwater at greater depths, installing massive desalination plants to turn salt water into potable water, and reusing treated sewage in agriculture settings are all examples of such technology and practices. In addition, the country promotes water conservation via public awareness programs and legislation, such as requiring the use of water-saving toilets. The significance of drip irrigation. Drip irrigation, one of Israel's most celebrated inventions, is a key component of its water management model. Drip irrigation is an alternative to the more common practice of flood irrigation, which involves flooding areas with large volumes of water. This precise method improves plant health while drastically cutting down on wasted water and fertilizer. Because of this, crop yields have increased while chemical pollution of groundwater has decreased thanks to the widespread adoption of drip irrigation. Controversy surrounding drip irrigation's water savings. While drip irrigation has proven effective at reducing water consumption at the field level, there is a debate over its impact on water savings at larger scales, such as entire regions or states. Despite efforts to reduce water use per plant, some scientists worry that increased crop yields could lead to greater water use. Drip irrigation has far-reaching implications on water resources, making it imperative to do additional study and comprehensive analyses. Context-dependent nature of water management solutions. The choice between flood and drip irrigation or any water management solution depends on the specific hydrological and regulatory context in which farming operations take place. Drip irrigation, for instance, could help mitigate the damage done to water levels and river ecosystems in places like the Jordan River Basin and the Nile Delta. Adoption of Israel's water management. Many water-stressed countries around the world, including India and regions like California, are looking to emulate Israel's successful water management. To make the transformation, however, resources and new regulations are needed. Drip irrigation was slow to catch on in California because of the state's water rights structure, which penalized conservation measures. To guarantee sustainable water supplies in the face of climate change and population increase, it is vital to deploy smart water management solutions, and the lessons Israel's experiences give are invaluable. Israel's methods for water management. Desalination. Israel's successful use of desalination technology is helping the country deal with water shortages. Due to its arid climate and meager quantity of fresh water, the country has had to develop creative solutions to provide a reliable water supply. Desalination involves removing salt and impurities from seawater to produce fresh water suitable for drinking, agriculture, and industrial use. Israel's desalination plants now provide a sizable share of the country's drinking water after substantial government investment in the industry. Israel has been at the forefront in wastewater reclamation and reuse. Sewage throughout almost the entire country is treated to a high quality, and most of the purified water is put to use in agriculture. Strict purification techniques are applied to the treated wastewater before it can be used on crops. Reducing pollutants and the amount of treated wastewater that needs to be released into the environment are two additional benefits of this method of water conservation. water pricing, and conservation. Israel has adopted a progressive water pricing system to encourage conservation. There is a flat monthly fee in addition to a usage-based pricing scale. The more a building's or family's water usage, the higher their per-unit cost. This method encourages responsible consumption and penalizes profligacy. Leak detection and infrastructure maintenance. Israel places significant emphasis on detecting and repairing water leaks promptly. The water distribution system is monitored for leaks and other problems using cutting-edge technologies, including remote sensors and data analytics. By promptly fixing leaks, Israel is able to reduce water loss, improve water distribution, and cut down on waste. Drip watering technology. Drip irrigation is one of Israel's most significant contributions to water-efficient agriculture. Through a system of tubes and emitters, water is delivered gradually and precisely to the plant's root zone using this technique. Drip irrigation reduces water loss due to evaporation, runoff, and other causes, since it waters only the plants that need it. Irrigation methods, particularly in water-scarce areas, have been completely transformed as a result of the widespread adoption of this technology. Agricultural innovation and research. Israel has invested in research and development to develop crops that are well suited to water-scarce conditions. Agricultural researchers in this country have developed water-efficient crop varieties that can withstand drought. Irrigation schedules are also optimized using real-time data on plant water needs through the use of smart technology like sensors and remote monitoring systems. Public awareness campaigns. The Israeli government and water authorities run public awareness campaigns to educate citizens about water conservation and responsible water use. The goal of these initiatives is to encourage people to adopt habits that will help ensure a sustainable water supply for the future. The success of Israel's water management approach offers valuable insights and lessons for other countries facing water scarcity and challenges. Integrated water management. A comprehensive and integrated approach to water management, combining multiple strategies such as desalination, wastewater reuse, efficient irrigation, and water pricing, is essential to achieving sustainable water use. Technology and innovation. Investment in water-related research, technology development, and innovation can lead to breakthrough solutions that significantly improve water efficiency and conservation. Governance and collaboration. Governments, communities, and businesses must all work together for efficient water management. Better decision-making and resource allocation may result from consolidated water management and robust governance. Involving the community through campaigns and initiatives can help people feel like they have a stake in protecting water supplies, which in turn will make them more likely to implement water-saving measures. Adaptation to climate change. Water management strategies must account for the impacts of climate change, such as changing rainfall patterns and increased water stress. To guarantee water security in the face of a changing climate, proactive planning and adaptation are required. Focus on water reuse. Recovering and reusing wastewater can help alleviate strain on precious freshwater resources and increase overall water availability. Reclaimed water can be used for many non-potable uses, and its safety and purity can be ensured by investing in modern treatment methods. Sustainable agriculture. Developing drought-resistant crops and implementing efficient irrigation practices, such as drip irrigation, can enhance food security and water sustainability in agricultural sectors. Water governance and central authority. One critical aspect of Israel's success in water management is its centralized water authority. Mekarot, the country's national water organization, is in charge of water resource planning, management, and distribution. This centralized approach enables efficient decision-making, coordination between different sectors, and long-term planning, ensuring a more cohesive and effective response to water challenges. Water recycling and innovation. In addition to wastewater reclamation for agricultural use, Israel has been at the forefront of water recycling and innovative technologies. For urban landscaping, parks, and gardens, for instance, treated sewage water is used in some Israeli cities to further reduce the need for freshwater. Israeli universities and businesses are at the forefront of developing innovative methods of conserving water and fostering a culture of innovation and sustainability in the water industry. Water desalination leadership. Israel's expertise in desalination technologies and practices has made it a global leader in this field. The country's water supply has been greatly increased because of the utilization of this plentiful seawater resource. Israel's experience with desalination is used as a case study for other countries struggling with water scarcity. Regional cooperation. Despite regional geopolitical challenges, Israel has engaged in cooperative water management efforts with its neighbors. To combat water scarcity and other environmental issues, Israel has collaborated with Jordan on initiatives like the Red Sea-Dead Sea conduit. Water cooperation is possible, especially in politically fraught situations, as shown by such joint efforts. Israel's water management journey can provide useful lessons for other water-stressed regions who are working to protect their water supplies and fortify themselves against future threats. Israel's road toward water sustainability and security has been defined by tenacity, creativity, and careful planning. Despite difficulties, the country has shown that it is feasible to overcome water scarcity and develop a more resilient future through proactive water management techniques. Israel has not only solved its own water problems, but also provided vital lessons for water-scarce countries around the world by taking an integrated and holistic approach that includes desalination, wastewater recycling, smart water pricing, leak detection, and drip irrigation. Israel's difficulties serve as an example of the necessity for a comprehensive and innovative strategy to address the world's water dilemma. In the face of growing water problems, other countries can take important lessons from Israel's experiences to strengthen their own resilience and sustainability. Thanks for watching this. Please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you want to watch more videos like this. And do check out these videos as well. And we'll see you in our next video.